My friends, welcome back to the My Virgo Friend podcast. I am your host, CheChe. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your day is going better than mine. Um, Technology in Mercury retrograde. My God. Let's jump right into our deep breaths. Let's go for 5 deep breaths. It's just been a minute. I want you to inhale through the nose and exhale fully through the mouth. Take in more air with each inhalation. Deplete those lungs with each exhale, okay? So let's take a deep breath in. Wow, that actually like really calmed me down because I was super pissed when I logged on yesterday with my intentions of releasing on Monday. I had three recording attempts where the first one it kicked me off after like 2 minutes. The second one I got all the way to like 30 something minutes, kicked me off. The next one I got all the way to like 30 something minutes. I want to say either kicked me off or I saved it, but it didn't save. Either way, 3 hours of my day gone yesterday when I thought I was going to be able to record and release. So that did not work out. So if you are interested in getting into potting, just know that that is something that happens, okay, where the technology is malfunctioning. And I know that's part of the reason why I've been so anxious in inviting a guest on, because I want the technology to be working. I don't need these buffers. I don't need, restarts and stop and goes and stuff. Like when I first started doing the podcasting and doing the visuals to go with it, it just recorded smooth. I didn't have all these glitches. But like the past couple of months, it's been mad glitchy and very annoying. But anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and go to our roll call. Okay, it is still Libra season. Okay, so we're gonna shout out the air signs first: the Libras, Aquariuses, and Gemini. Cheers! I am drinking coffee today, y'all. Oh snap! I hadn't had coffee in a while, but I needed to feel productive. All right, so fire signs. Let's do Leos, Aries, and Sagittariuses. Today's episode will actually be focusing on that fire energy because of the full moon we have tomorrow. Next, we'll shout out the earth signs, the Tauruses, the Virgos, and the Capricorns. And last but not least, shout out to the water babies, the Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces. Cheers. And we will actually be entering water season, Scorpio season this weekend, y'all. So, shout out in advance to the Scorpios that are celebrating their birthday this week. Happy birthday to you. Okay. If you're watching on YouTube, you see I have a little decor change. I finally got me like a moon wall art thing. I thought it was gonna come framed, but it didn't. So I'm gonna have to go get a frame. But next wall art I'm getting, it's coming framed, damn it. Cause who has the time to like buy all the separate stuff and then you know what I'm saying? So next time I know to get it framed. But yeah, if you like this moon wall art, just know it comes rolled up unless you specifically want it framed. But yes, I got me some flowers. You see my fresh flowers. Publix had that 3 for 12 again. Okay, so I went ahead and got me some beautiful roses for myself. And I love this burnt orange rose. It's probably my favorite one. And then the white roses with the pink trim on the petal ends. So yeah, so I got me some beauty because we are still in Libra season, like I said. And tomorrow it's gonna be, excuse me, we're going in tonight. Tomorrow is full moon in Aries. Okay. And I think I want to say the moon is in Aries already, actually. So tonight, tomorrow, full moon in Aries. So, like I said, y'all, and also yesterday was also my attempt to make up for Libra new moon. episode. That's what I was focused on yesterday. And then today I said, you know what, I can't go back. I can't spend more time on the moon that has already passed. I have to get this information out for the full moon in Aries. Okay, so today's episode will focus on the full moon in Aries, Libra new moon. I'm not going to touch on it because, like I said yesterday, all 3 episodes was me making up for the Libra new moon. So maybe yesterday's episode just wasn't meant to be shared or wasn't meant to be said. Because I did talk some stuff about, like, you know how I go off on my tangent and stuff. So maybe spirit is like, no, 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 whatever you said, it don't need to be shared. Okay, it don't need to be heard. Keep that to yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna just go with it. And today we're gonna focus on the full moon in Aries. Okay, because it's all about moving forward, right? Onward and upward, not going back to the past. Also, some other planetary shifts that we're celebrating this week is Mercury is now out of retrograde. But if you know anything about Mercury retrograde, we are now okay, so you have Mercury retrograde, which is about, I want to say, 4 weeks, but then you have 2 weeks before, which is the pre-shadow period, and then the 2 weeks after retrograde ends, the post-shadow period. Since retrograde has ended, we are now in the post-shadow phase. And if you have any experience with I was about to say meditation meetup, I got that this weekend, but if you know anything about Mercury retrograde, um usually the pre-shadow and post-shadow periods are like worse than the actual Mercury retrograde. Like, usually it's like Mercury retrograde, you see stuff, but then the post shadow is like, are you kidding me? Like yesterday, that was the first day in post shadow. And to, spend so much time, 2.5, 3 hours trying to record, and then it's just not working, it's not happening. Very frustrating. So fingers crossed that I don't have that same treatment today, spirit, please and thank you. Okay. I do have my cards today to do a reading. On yesterday's recording yesterday, I also wasn't going to do a reading because I wanted to save it for the full moon. So I'll have that at around the halfway mark. I usually do the oracle readings like around the 30-minute mark, if you hadn't noticed. But yeah, it's usually about the halfway mark, so I'll do one of those later on. I got my little crystals here. I was like, please just let this freaking recording go through, okay? So, like I said, we're still in Libra season. How has it been? It's awkward that the previous episode before this was Wake Me Up When September Ends. Did not intend to take a little hiatus for October, okay? I took a little hiatus last year during October as well, because I want to say I stopped recording in like July, then picked it back up in like December. So I didn't record last October either. So I should probably keep that in mind, because my Mercury, which is my communication, because you have your sun sign, right? That's your birthday, but you have your moon, your rising, your Mercury. So whatever sign your Mercury is in, Mercury, just like Mercury retrograde, Mercury is the planet of travel, news, communication. So I found it interesting that my Mercury is in Libra, and during the period of Mercury retrograde being in Libra, I didn't record. And it's not that I intended to not record. It's, of course, time getting away, not scheduling properly. But also the days that I did want to record, I invested, like 25% of my day. 25% of my day, and it's like, well, fuck this, I'm not going to do it again today, I'll try again tomorrow, and those days just carry over. So I just think that's interesting. So Mercury's out of retrograde. Jupiter is also out of retrograde. Jupiter, is the largest planet, and it's over luck, prosperity, abundance, that good fortune energy. And Saturn is also out of retrograde. Saturn, when I think of Saturn, it's the sign of structure, okay? The sign of boundaries, the sign of authority. Um, yeah, and just basically helping you to implement more structure, I guess you will, foundation in your life. Okay, so and I want to say Venus is still in retrograde until like December. Don't quote me on it. That's just like off the top of my head. Um but yeah, so a lot of planetary shifts this week. So when there's a lot of shifty energy, expect shifty energy, okay? So you may have, you're cool with someone, but then all of a sudden it's just shifty, like things just, like we're also coming close to Halloween. If you're looking on YouTube, you like my little stabby earrings? I got them from Spirit Halloween, and I love them, and I'm gonna probably wear them until Halloween. But what was I about to say? Yes, it's a shifty energy week, and like I said, the full moon, it's also a full moon week, and y'all know how full moon energy is, right? Remember, full moon is when the moon is fully illuminated in the sky. um Also, you notice like on scary movies, or not even scary movies, just movies and television programming in general, when some shit about to go down, they always show a clip of the moon, like right before something happens or after something has happened. It's like, blame it on the moon. Okay. So even Hollywood know what's up when it comes to the full moon. But yes, the full moon in Aries is going to be tonight. Make sure you check it out. um do your full moon rituals, okay? And just going back to the full moon, I'll talk about this, every other episode, because we always got a full moon coming up. But full moons is about completions, endings, closure, full circle moments, illuminated moments, like, aha, oh wow, I did not know that. And remember, we're still in Libra season, right? So there may be the energy of, because also, see, I'm getting ahead of myself, my mind is thinking faster. Um, because Libra season is a sign of communication, right? Full moon, illumination. And then Aries, if you know anything about Aries, they're fire. And when it comes to their communication skills, what I've noticed about Aries, they kind of speak first, then think later, in the sense of they're saying exactly what they're thinking and feeling, but didn't process how offensive it may come off, or they didn't process how messy they may come off, or they may not process how hurtful or how blunt or assertive. It's just straight to the jugular, right? And it's like, oh shit, I didn't mean it like that, but I mean, it's the truth. So with this energy of Libra being the sign of air, communication on the positive side, but gossip on the shadow side, or slander, or writing, posting, like just messy communication, okay, when it comes to shadow. But the full moon is going to bring the illumination, right? Bringing things to light, bringing things full circle. Also, you can expect high energy, higher masculine energy, because Aries is ruled by planet Mars. Just like the planets Libra and Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is the feminine energy. Aries and even Scorpio. Some people consider Scorpio ruled by Pluto or Mars or both. I say both because I see it. But Mars rules Aries and Scorpio in parentheses. Okay. Um, so that, and Mars is masculine energy. It's fire, it's red, hence my red shirt, hence my bloody earrings, hence my red lip, hence, the fiery flowers in the view, okay? So when it comes to a fire moon, remember, the moon represents your emotions, right? Your moon sign represents your emotions, represents like not your dark side, but maybe your shadow self, or the side of you that you don't really show people, how you process things, because your sun is illuminated, is what people see. The moon, your emotions, is what people don't see, is what you feel, is what you know to be true. So with having a fiery moon in this air season, right? In this full moon week, you may have and especially if you have an Aries moon, okay, you may be really feeling this energy as well. And all the cardinal signs are going to feel this energy as well, because Libra and Aries are cardinal signs, as well as Capricorn and Cancer. Okay, so with this cardinal energy, it's that initiation, it's that quick strike while the iron is hot, go now, handle it, get it done, that masculine energy, like work, work, work. So with this fiery moon, I would expect fiery emotions, like just snapping out of nowhere, or just, just like a shift, like a switch, a blow up out of nowhere, a blow up that gets out of control. Just think of fire and air. If there's some land that's on fire and then air comes in the mix, what's going to happen? It's going to spread. So again, just like the gossip, how gossip spreads, how slander spreads. Um, Also, this, on the positive side, it can also be the spark of a new project, a new work idea, right? Because remember, we're still in the air signs. So the air signs, the ideas, the communication in your mind now, whereas in Mercury retrograde or during Libra season you may have been indecisive, because remember Libra is the scales, right? So maybe you're like indecisive, don't know what to do, don't know what to think, which one, oh my god, I don't know, I can see both sides, I want to be fair. But now with the Aries of full moon, it's like, okay, take action. With Mercury out of retrograde, it's like, okay, we're through the fog, we're in the clear now. Okay, we're thinking clearly, let's strike while the iron is hot, you know. So hopefully with the Aries new full moon, it's gonna propel people into action. It's gonna get people unstuck. It's gonna get people a little more ballsy, a little more gung-ho about their ideas and what they want to put their working energy towards. I keep sipping my coffee because I hate when I want hot coffee but it's cooled off till it's cold. I like iced coffee, but I want it to be intentionally iced coffee. I hate lukewarm coffee. Ugh. So I'm trying to chug it before I lose all the hotness. Also with the fiery full moon, hot is a theme as well. So maybe you may notice you're sweating more usual, or you have a craving for spicier foods, or you may notice that you're dehydrated because you're eating so much spicy food, or because you're sweating so much, like maybe you're over sweating because you're over exerting energy. Maybe you now have this excitement to get in shape, okay, before the holiday season. Maybe it just hit you like, oh shit, Thanksgiving is in like a month and a half and I need to get ready, or it's gonna be Christmas, it's gonna be New Year's, let me hurry up and like end the season strong, let me just start going to the gym. And like maybe like this week you're like, oh, I'm going every day, and it's just like this new energy of like think of like 300 energy, right? Like I just want to get it done type energy. So also having a heightened desire to participate in sports activities and some type of endurance where you're exerting energy, you're burning sweat, burning calories. Also, what comes to mind? Sex, okay? Because remember, Mars is the masculine energy, and that rules sex as well. Sex, power, control, all that. So maybe you're more horny than usual. Maybe you're just feeling a little more hot in the pants, hot in the ass, okay, than usual. Maybe your nipples are just a little more hard than usual. All of these themes. Maybe you're watching more porn than usual. You're just a little more on that fuck it when it comes to like joining a dating app. Maybe this week you're like, fuck it, let me jump on Tinder to see what's out there. Let me jump on Grinder, let me see what options is out there, okay? So just having more of that act first, think later type of energy, right? And that's something we can all learn from the Aries people. Shout out to the Aries listening in. They act, okay? If they want to do something, they're going to do it. The Aries, and I've been attracting a lot of Aries. And if you've been listening to the podcast, I used to say how I attracted a lot of Sagittarius in my life. Lately, it's been the Aries energy. And I think that's a great thing because my North Node is in Aries. So that makes me feel like I am moving towards my higher self. I am stepping into my power because I'm starting to gravitate the energy I need to be, right? You know, that's saying like you attract what you are. So, as I've said before, when I've noticed in the past, like my Sagittarius connections, they taught me about boundaries. And when I look at my natal chart, my Saturn is in Sagittarius. As I said at the beginning of the podcast, um, Saturn is all about structures. It's all about boundaries and challenging authority, right? Um, and so I've noticed, okay, I'm not attracting as many Sagittarius now, but now it's more Aries. And so I think that's speaking to me personally right now. That's just a message of get it done, you know, because Sagittarius is about thinking bigger, having grand ideas, make it big or go home type energy, shoot your shot, lucky type of energy, right? So I feel like that was kind of helping me to grow through the boundaries I imposed on myself, growing through the limitations I posed on myself. And again, I'm speaking about me because I'm talking about my natal chart. So look at your Saturn. If you know your natal chart, where's your Saturn? And then think about whatever sign that's in. So let's say your Saturn is in Cancer, okay? Um, Consider if the people that are cancers in your world, have they been teaching you about boundaries and structures and just about giving yourself permission, so I feel like that's what the Sagittarius energy did for me. But now this Aries energy is bold, it's fearless, it's on fire, baby. It's gonna go, it's like, if I want it, I'm gonna go do it, and then I'll figure it out later, right? So with the Aries people, with the Aries energy, that's something that I believe that we all can learn from, in regards to just being a little more intentional with what we want to do, and stop thinking so damn much. Like with the Libra energy, air energy, there's an easy tendency to get lost in your head. There's an easy tendency to just be stuck with your head in the clouds, right? Or to see both sides, to say, oh, I'm gonna hang out here in the gray area because I see how they're right, but I also see how they're right. So I'm just gonna be in the middle because I believe in balance and harmony and everyone getting along and everyone having a sense of fairness. But the Aries energy is like, nah, I'm looking out for me now. I'm worried about me. I'm worried about my energy. I'm worried about my goals. I'm worried about my sex life. I'm worried about my needs. I'm worried about my goals, my vision, me, 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 me. Aries energy is a little more selfish, if you would. Okay. Aries rules the head. So there may be a tendency of more headaches. You may notice more head on collisions. There may be meeting of the minds, and that could be, on the positive sense, group collaboration, a collaborative effort, or shadow side, headbutting. Think of two rams coming together, right? Aries the ram. So think about two rams ramming into each other, okay? Aries energy. It's like my mind, my mind, my mind. Bam, collision, collide. Oh, who made that song? And somehow you and I collide. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Y'all remember that song? And somehow find you and I collide. Shout out to class of 2005. But anyway, that song just came to me. So maybe that's the Aries song of the season. I would say listen to that song. There may be a message for you in there. It may be something that, I don't know. Just listen to the song. I forgot who made it, but it's called Collide. But yes, Aries rules the head. So headaches, head pressure, okay? More migraines, collisions, head on, head, getting more head, giving more head, okay? Like literally just the head. Um and that think first, act later, or act first, think later type of mindset, right? So, what's been on your head lately? What's been on your mind lately? Who has been on your mind lately? What boundaries have you placed on yourself? How have you restricted yourself, right? How have you tried to play nice and not tip the scales, not disturb the peace? Because, Libra energy is about harmony and balance. So we don't want to do too much either side. We just want to keep it nice and copacetic, okay? We want everyone getting along. We want everyone feeling good, looking good, smelling good, tasting good, all that. But what has really, like, got you bubbling up inside, that you like, what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go for it, what, bump it, I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna shoot my shot, okay? This Aries full moon energy, you may notice it's gonna be a little more encouraging when it comes to that behavior, okay? So just be mindful of that. What else? See, like yesterday I was on a roll talking about the Libra new moon energy. I didn't really like plan anything for today, but just to talk about the Aries full moon. And I guess I won't talk about like all the stuff I was saying yesterday, just out of fear of the fucking recording stopping. I don't want to bring that energy over here. But I'm gonna go ahead and start shuffling for the cards. But I would love to hear how you all are starting to understand and learn astrology in your own world, okay? Um, because I'm learning as well, and I love this stuff. That's why I started a whole podcast on it, because I literally could talk about this every day, all day. And I have some goals in mind. Oh, I don't think I've told y'all since then. I'm clearing the deck now, but I don't know if I told y'all I had a past life regression. And I think it was before my birthday. So I probably should have mentioned it on the last episode. I'm not sure if I did because I hadn't gone back to listen to it. But I had a past life regression and it was amazing. And I'm going to have him on as a guest soon. He'll probably be like my first person I have on as a guest. But he's really cool, really nice. And it was a very cool experience. And that will not be my only one. That will not be my last one. And it just really just made stuff make sense for me. So yeah, so I will talk more about that when I have him on as a guest. And oh yeah, so full moon rituals, what you need to be doing, how you need to celebrate. So remember, I always say when it comes to the full moons, you want to look at what element we're working with, right? So we're in an air season and it's going to be a fiery moon, right? So I would say burning your intentions. So write them down. I would say write them down in blue or purple ink. Blue, they always say blue, but I don't think you can go wrong with purple either. Purple, that indigo purple color, because it's close to blue, but also because of the crown chakra, right? The crown chakra, and just really vibrating with that energy with the purple, to channel the colors. You can wear it, you can eat it, you can put it in your space so you can see it, right? So writing with blue or purple ink is recommended, and I would write them down. And when you write them down, make sure you're intentional with it. Like, I wouldn't be writing down your intentions while you're watching TV playing in the background, or I wouldn't write them down while you're having a conversation with someone. I would literally get to where you can have a piece of quiet, even if it's just those 5 minutes where you sit in your car when you turn it off before you walk in the house, and you just kind of sit there and process before you walk in. Even that little bit of time, you only need like 5 minutes. It don't take much, okay? And just write down what your intentions. And if you're asking, what are intentions, what are those, how do I know when I have them? Intentions is basically what you want to do, okay? Something I've been keeping in my head that has really helped me with my anxiety. If your mind is filled with all these thoughts, you're like, oh my god, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. That's another thing with Aries energy, just like racing thoughts, because we are still in a air season with fire, rapid fire. Like, when you think of fire, it's quick, right? So your mind may be moving quicker than usual. Your thoughts and ideas may be moving quicker than usual. So when your mind is overwhelmed, right, it doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be proper grammar, punctuation. It doesn't have to be proper spelling, because it's just for you, right? It's just for you to understand and go back and look at. Just write, free write. Let the energy come from your mind through your hands onto paper, okay? And I wouldn't recommend typing. I mean, yeah, typing is fine, but to have the energy and muscle memory and the connection, I think is better and most important and more powerful for you, okay? So what else? Writing. And then when you're blocked, when you're having a mental block, when you have no ideas, nothing's floating through, you're just like, fuck, I want to start, but I have no idea where to start. Read stuff, okay? So if you have any books, even if it's not consistent, maybe you're like worried about money, but you don't have any money books, but you do have like a leadership book, read that. You never know. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, read articles online, find a blog, whatever. Like, do some constructive reading, not reading the comments on the shade room, okay? Not reading, spending hours on TikTok reading the comments and going back and forth and all. No, I mean some intentional, good for you type of reading, okay? So if you're overwhelmed mentally, write. If you're mentally stuck, read, okay? Remember, you can send me emails at CheChe, CheChe at myvirgofriend.com, as well as if you want to be a guest on the show, if you have someone in mind that you want to be a guest, if you want to give me feedback, if you want to let me know how the podcast has helped you or whatever, would love to hear from you, okay? Also, if you want me as a guest on your podcast, please let me know, because I haven't been a guest on the show in a minute, in months, okay? And I need to get back to that as well, because as you all know, I've said before, one of my intentions is for this podcast to grow. I believe in it, I love it. I just got to find like what technology works best for me, because I'm sure there's a better way than like all this stop and go I've done in the past. But anyway, that's behind me. um So yeah, so we'll go ahead and do the oracle reading. So let's take 5 breaths, y'all. Oh, I'm sweating now. I smell food. I smell food like as if I'm in a diner. Like chicken sandwich and fries just came to me. That's weird. That's weird. All right. So 3 pop-out cards for the Aries and full moon reading. So more rituals. Air. I would say after you write down your intentions intentionally, right? Where you have the focus, write them down. Okay. First, if you free write, and then go back on a clean sheet of paper, write down your intentions, okay? Intentionally. With focus, all that stuff. Write them down and then go outside, read your intentions under the full moon, okay, under the Aries full moon, and speak them out loud into the Libra air, okay? Speak them out, write them down, smile. If it's an intention of, excitement, try to get in that energy, okay? And when you're writing your intentions, do not say, I hope. Do not say, I wish. I would write it with the energy of gratitude. So I usually say, thank you for insert the intention. So, like, for example, I'm so happy that I manifested my dream car. One year that was my intention because I did manifest my dream car. Okay. So I'm so happy that I'm so grateful that I am so excited I was able to go to blah blah blah. Okay. You may even want to write it as past tense, right? Because I'm sure you've probably heard time isn't linear, right? There have been times I'm sure where it felt like life was happening out of order, where you felt like it was deja vu, or you felt like, hey, I like, damn, it was like I just remember. It seemed like it was just yesterday while I was praying for this, and now it's here. You've had that happen before, so it's like you kind of want to give yourself deja vu in a way. So you don't want to keep the intention in the future. You don't want to keep it to where it's out of reach. You want to phrase it and speak of it in a way where it feels like it's right here, right now. Okay. So it's just something to keep in mind with writing your intentions down. Okay. You want to speak in it like it's possible. Okay. You don't want to like that scene of like the small town girl looking up at the moon. She's like, oh, I wish someday. I don't need you with that energy, okay? I need you to be like, hell yes, I did it type of energy, right? I need you a little bit of an ego with it because Aries energy is with the ego. Okay. This card comes out a lot. Full moon in Libra, random. A win-win outcome is forecast is the first card, okay? Bottom of the deck, a time for healing, balsamic moon. Okay, so let's get 2 more cards. But like I was saying, Aries is an ego energy, okay? So I want you to really think big when it comes to this energy, okay? I want you to um like dream big, like don't just settle for like, oh, this will be fine. This will no, like bigger. Okay, go big, go home. It's fire energy, okay? Aries is the first, okay? Aries is the youngest, and what Aries want, they're gonna get it. What Aries want to do, they're gonna do it. Okay, so I need you. This was trying to come out. Do I want to take you? Yeah, we'll keep you. The second card that came out is it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Interesting that we're coming up on a Scorpio season this weekend. Okay, and one more pop out card. Oh, okay. So we got 2. Oh, do I want to take you? Oh my God, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Oh my God. Okay, if you're looking on YouTube, okay, bottom of the deck, I have 2 bottom of the deck cards, right? The first one is New Moon in Aries. It's time to take action. The other bottom of the deck card is Full Moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Bottom of the deck, both Aries cards, the new and the full moon. Isn't that crazy? And The last two pop out cards, because remember I wanted three, but we got four. These two popped out together. New moon in Sagittarius, luck is on your side. Full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. We've seen this card a few times before as well. But y'all, get into it, okay? Yeah, get into it. The first card, full moon in Libra. Second card, full moon in Scorpio. Third card, new moon in Sagittarius. That's the order of the zodiac: Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. And I find it interesting that the new moon is Sagittarius, which happens in Sagittarius season, okay? And then you have the full moon in Gemini, which happens in Sagittarius season, right? Because remember, the new moon is the zodiac that they're in, the full moon is the sister sign of the zodiac season we're in. Sagittarius and Gemini are sister signs. So the fact that the new moon is Sag hopped out with the full moon in Gemini, these are both Sagittarius season cards that came out together. Okay. Crazy. All right. So the first card is full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. The full moon in Libra occurs in Aries season. Okay, so we came out with an Aries energy card. Full moon in Libra, if you're looking on YouTube, you see that the card, we have a full moon. Okay, it's illuminated pinkish purple, more pink, more so pink, pinkish purple with the scales in the center of the card, and the message is a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, so with that win-win, it's referring to the Libra scale. So you know Libra is all about balance and harmony and fairness and all that stuff. A win-win outcome is forecast. So when I look at this, first of all, it's giving me like I see like a smiley face, like with the scales, it's kind of giving me eyes, and then the base is giving me nose energy, and then like, do y'all see it? That's what I see. But don't worry, be happy comes to mind right now. A win-win outcome is forecast. This is Aries energy, full moon in Libra. Um, yeah, I just see don't worry, be happy here. Okay, the dings go off. So whatever you said, I'll agree with it. Okay. Um, a win-win outcome is forecast. So what this is saying to me, like, yeah, when I said don't worry, be happy, like don't worry about disappointing. Don't worry about the endings. Because remember, full moons is about closures, endings, things coming to light. Don't worry about it. Like, if it's an ending that's coming up, don't worry, be happy, because it's a win-win outcome. If it's something that you're not meeting your needs because you're trying to be fair and meet the needs of others, don't worry, be happy. It's going to be a win-win. It's going to work out for both of y'all, okay? So let go of what could potentially go wrong. Let go of the indecision, okay? Because we do have the scales here, the full moon illumination. What will be illuminated is the harmony. It may not necessarily be balanced, but there may be harmony, okay? And you may ask, like, what's the difference between balance and harmony? Balance, I would say, is 50-50. Harmony is, okay, 80-20. It may not be equal, but it works and there's a flow. Okay, that's what harmony is all about. So let go of the indecision, let go of the people pleasing, let go of the codependency, let go of the playing nice just to get along, even though it goes against how you truly feel, and trust that it's going to work out for both of you. It's going to be a win-win. Okay, from the full moon in Libra, it goes to the full moon in Scorpio. Like I said, we're moving into Scorpio season this weekend. Okay, the full moon in Scorpio happens in Taurus season, which is after Aries season, okay? So, full moon in Scorpio, shout out to the Scorpios listening in. The message is it's time to release negativity, okay? So, what this is saying to me, if you're looking at YouTube, this card is symbolized by a deeper purple full moon illuminated with the scorpion in the center of the card. The message is it's time to release negativity, okay? So if you know anything about Scorpio energy, you don't fuck with a Scorpio, okay? They don't forget, they don't let go. It's hard for them to move on, okay? Because they just feel so deeply, so it may take them longer to get out and over stuff, even though they may come off as like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Oh, they do. Okay, remember, Scorpios are the Cancers in leather jackets. All right, you didn't hear that from me. That's what they say. But with the Scorpion energy, right? We can learn from the Scorpios in getting to the bottom of shit, right? The Scorpions are the detectives of the zodiac. They're going to get to the bottom of it. They're going to find out who's lying. They're going to find out what the truth is. They're going to find out what your deepest darkest fears are, and that's power. You know, Scorpio is all about power, okay? Having a sense of power. So, um the ability to hold a grudge is your decision, but also your decision to let shit go is your power. Okay, your power to hold on, your power to let go, it's your power. You decide what you want to do with it. Okay, so what have you been holding on for too long? Is there something you've just been going along with just to get along, just out of sense of being nice and not being, confrontational? So you just going with whatever, you're just holding on, you're staying in this dead end relationship, you're staying in this one-sided friendship, you're going above and beyond and being loyal to someone, because Scorpio is all about loyalty as well. Like, in short, like with that Scorpio energy, is like, if you're not with me, you're against me type of energy, right? And it's like, no, it's not that serious. But that Scorpio energy is like very intense. It's like, look, now you either love me and obsessed with me, or what the fuck. So if you've had this energy of like, I need to focus more on me, I can't keep being loyal to you, I can't keep holding on to this energy out of proving a point that I'm loyal to you. I can't, because it's weighing me down. Like, I'm getting too deep. It's making me feel worse about myself, and maybe this is going to be the catalyst of change for you. Like, maybe it served its purpose at one time, but now you're just not really seeing how holding on to this energy is serving you, and now you just need permission that it's time to release negativity. Trust that it's going to be a win-win outcome. Okay, you never know what the other person is thinking. They may be trying to figure out a way to get rid of you, and they don't want to hurt your feelings, but now it's time to level up. But because you're going to give yourself permission to move on, now it's easy for both of you to say, you know what, I've served my time. I've learned what I needed to learn from you. I've received what I needed from you. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the opportunity. It's time for me to level up in other ways. And they may be saying, "Oh, thank God. I was trying to figure out how to break this to you, but thank you. I feel the same way. I'm ready to level up and deviate and turn my attention to someone else anyway." Okay, you just never know, but what you have to do is what's best for you. Okay, it's okay to be a little selfish at times, right? Remember, I said Scorpio and Aries are ruled by Mars, which is that masculine energy. It's that energy of like, handle what you need to handle. Like, when you think of dope ass masculine energy, they're handling business, okay, well put together. Okay, they know where everything is. They know where every dollar is going, right? Every cent is being spent. So if you've been holding on to a dark, heavy energy, a dark, heavy position or responsibility or person, giving your energy to a person that's not really reciprocating back to you, and you just feeling this heaviness, and or maybe they were a catalyst for you to go within, to do that shadow work, to learn a little more about yourself, to be alone with your thoughts, and now you have this illumination. It's like, you know what, now I understand where this trauma is coming from. Now I understand where this people pleasing came from. Now I understand why I always operated from um this survival mindset, right? That's why I've always been so defensive, because of A, B, and C. I need to let this shit go. It's not serving me. Okay. Trust is gonna be a win-win outcome for you and whoever is involved, and you having to let go. Okay, so from the full moon in Scorpio, which happens in Taurus season, so I would say maybe with your intentions, right? So maybe make a goal to be done with this energy by Taurus season. Maybe it's a job you want to quit, and so you need to start thinking about your exit strategy. Life is happening right now. You're as young as you're ever going to be right now in this lifetime. Let me say that again. You are as young as you are going to be right now in this lifetime. So if there's something you need to move away from so that you can work towards more happiness, then do that shit, okay? Because luck is on your side. All right? The next two cards, moving from full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. The two cards that popped out together, new moon in Sagittarius. luck is on your side. Full moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Okay, as I said at the beginning of this of the reading, these two cards go together. Okay, Sagittarius is the sister sign of Gemini. New moon in Sag, full moon in Gemini. Crazy. First time I think that's happened on the podcast where the new moon and the full moon that correspond with each other popped out. But anyway, if you're looking on YouTube, the new moon is Sag. We see the dark moon, of course, because the new moon is when the moon is dark, and we see this arrow aiming upward, right? And we see that the sky is dark, but it's also got some hints of fuchsia and purple and like some fiery red up in there as well. Because remember, Sagittarius is a fire sign. It does happen. We have Sagittarius season like around Thanksgiving till about right before Christmas, like December 22nd, somewhere in there, 21st. Um, so Sagittarius, new moon and Sag, luck is on your side. We see that the arrow is aiming upward. Sagittarius is the archer of the zodiac. It's the half man, half horse. It's ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of luck and abundance and fortune. And it's all about go big or go home energy, right? So the new luck is on your side. The answers you need are coming, right? What this is saying to me, once you decide to make amends, to let go, to move on, and trust that it's for your highest good. Like this is everything is for your highest good energy. This win-win outcomes forecast card, the full moon in Libra. This gives me like it is what it is. It's gonna work out. Everything is for your highest good, and trust that you have to release this. It's time. Like you don't have to keep people pleasing any longer. You don't have to keep putting up with disrespect any longer. Okay. If you don't respect you, how can anyone else, you know what I'm saying, feel like you won't tolerate the disrespect? You know what I'm saying? Like you showing people how to treat you every day. So, once you decide to stop people pleasing, once you decide to do what's best for you and be a little more selfish with your time and your needs, luck is going to be on your side. And the arrow is going straight up, baby. It's not going in front of you one step. It's not going, just a little bit over there. It's going straight up. You can go as high as you want. The sky is the limit, okay? Luck is on your side. Trust that it's going to work out for you. This is a new beginning, a new lucky beginning, okay? And this you may find that this is going to happen in Sagittarius season as you start the next couple of weeks to stop people pleasing, let go of this situationship or this toxic attachment in the name of loyalty, and decide to bet on yourself a little bit. Bet on yourself. This also give me bet on yourself energy, this luck on your side in Sagittarius. And like I said, it came out with the full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Again, this happens in Sagittarius season, okay? So I would say hit the ground running, okay? You're gonna end this year strong if you choose to do what you need to do for you. If you choose to decide that it's all going to work out. You don't have to be so fearful of stuff, right? You don't have to be locked in to the same position out of fear that it's not going to work out. Trust it will work out. Trust you're worthy of it working out, okay? Um and trust that luck is on your side. Trust that you are enough to be lucky. Like you can have luck too. It's not just everyone else, but you got to do this for you. You can't stay in these codependent attachments, okay? You can't stay in these codependent attachments and then wonder why you're forgotten about, or wonder why you're overlooked, or wonder why your needs aren't being met, or why they're not reciprocating the energy back to you. Are you demanding what you need? Are you saying what you need? Are you expressing what you need? Okay, because we got two fire energies here, right? Two fires, two air, now that I think about it, with the Libra and Gemini, and then the Sag, right? um so we just got a lot of fire and air energy in these cards, which is what this full moon is all about. Fire and air. Libra season, Aries full moon, fire. So it's time for you to get a move on what you need. We're at the end of the year. We're in quarter 4. Okay. We got like 2.5 months until Christmas and the New Year and stuff. My favorite time of year, New Year's. So don't beat yourself up of the time you've already invested. Don't look at it, oh, it's all too late, look at how much time I've already invested in. No, you can start over whenever you decide. You can switch it up, hit us with a twist anytime you want to, okay? But you have to do what's best for you. And again, just a reminder of the bottom of the deck. Again, crazy. New moon in Aries. It's time to take action, right? It's time to release the negativity. It's time to decide that it's a win-win outcome. It's going to work out for you. But be clear about what you want to work out. Stop complaining about your situation, but then tolerating and not doing anything about it. It's time to take action. You don't have to stay stuck. You're not a tree, okay? You don't have to stay stuck there. And when you free the mind, when you tell the mind what to believe and where to go, the body will follow. When you change internally, when you change your thoughts and your programming within, the energy around you changes, okay? It's time to take action. Trust that a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. That's tonight. This is the card that we're looking for. Okay, fiery climax approaches. Be on the lookout. What is going to be this fiery climax? Okay, maybe this is gonna be the catalyst energy for you to decide. You know what? I'm done. I need to release this negative energy and believe in me a little bit more. You know what? Let me stop riding their coattails. Let me stop waiting for them to show me a good time and let me do it for myself. You know what? Let me go ahead and say what I need to say because I've been holding I've been holding how I really feel, trying to be nice, trying to keep the peace and stuff. I've had it. I need to tell them exactly how I feel. All of that is this energy, okay? So just be mindful. And if someone brings that energy to you, just take a breather, take a moment, and be like, you know what? I think this is the energy. It may not be them necessarily, but the way the energy is probably just how the delivery was, how it came out. And I don't know, for me, when I started studying the moon phases and astrology and just keeping up with it, it just helps me to not be so sensitive, about stuff. I'm just like, okay, this is the energy because, whatever. So that's the reading, y'all. That's the oracle reading. Apologies. Well, I ain't apologizing. I know I was speaking a lot of speaking pretty quickly. But yes, so glad we got through this. Fingers crossed that the episode records and saves and shit. But full moon in Aries is tonight. Do your things, do your fire rituals, burn some candles. If you have candles, burn your candles. If you want to take a bubble bath, maybe get it popping hot. That's more of a water ritual. But whatever you do today with intention is right. Okay, it doesn't, you don't have to write under the moon in order for your dreams come true. You can not do that and just speak with a lot of passion about it and it can still come to pass. Whatever is meant for you will find you. Okay, but these are just little things that we could do in our day to day just to keep our mind focused on what we want and not get so easily distracted with all this other shit that doesn't matter, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and stop there. Trust that what's for you is for you. Trust that it's okay to evolve. It's okay to be more, to be bigger. It's okay to start anew. Better yourself a little bit more. Okay, trust yourself a little more. Trust your intuition. Okay, happy full moon in Aries. Remember, if you're in the Orlando area, meditation meetup is back this weekend. Okay, and I'm celebrating 2 years, y'all. So for all my OGs, if you haven't been to the meetup in a while, would love to see you. If you've never been, come see what the hype is all about. If you want to get into yoga, this is a great opportunity to do that. If you want to get into meditation, great opportunity to do that. And if you want to connect with other, spiritualists in the community, all right? If you want to meet some new friends, if you want to meet a potential, love connection, whatever. If you just need a space to go to because, maybe your place of, worship, or you don't have a place where you can go to and just talk about your feelings, you don't feel comfortable going to therapy, you don't want to go to your any type of other group meetings, maybe like, what I'm saying, like any type of anonymous type of meetings, maybe you don't want to go there. My space, we welcome you. Okay, we do yoga, meditation, talk about astrology, and I discuss, just like how I talked about like the moon phases and energy shifts here, I do that at the meetups as well. So for $15 you get meditation, you're getting yoga, you're getting community support, and yeah, remember, I'm also doing intuitive coaching. I need to do some follow-ups today on that, but I'm doing intuitive coaching, virtual, whether in person in Orlando, whatever. Allow me to help. Okay, I'm here to help, and this is gonna be my fire, right? Just really putting more energy into how I could be more of service to others rather than, just going in my shell. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to the My Virgo Friend podcast. Thank you to everyone for your love and sharing with your friends. And just let me know how it's helping you. Every time you listen, it gets me closer to my overall goal. So thank you for rocking with me from the foundation. Okay, I don't want to say from the bottom, from the foundation. Thank you for rocking with this podcast. And again, just know I love you, and I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Happy full moon in Aries. Oh, please save.